Vote is more than just a right. It's a privilege. So whether your choice be Herb Callison or Pete O'Neill, let it be known. Vote. Now then, it is my pleasure to introduce a face that is familiar to the audience of View on Landview. The queen of the tabloids herself, Tina Clayton Lord. Hello, Tina. So nice to have you back.
Thank you, Dorian, only I wish it were under happier circumstances.
Yes, indeed. I suppose I should let our audience know that Tina did ask for this interview, the subject of which is going to be convicted killer and alleged religious convert Mitch Lawrence.
Yes, alleged is certainly the word. That's why I want your viewers to know
Excuse me, Tina. I will let you make your comments, but I do feel it only fair to let people know that this station has been absolutely deluged with mail and phone messages from people who are insisting that Mitch Lawrence be released just as soon as possible. Now then, what is your considered response to this?
What, are all you people out of your minds?
Tina.
No, Mitch Lawrence is a convicted murderer,
Tina,
a rapist, a
I'm
con
here.
man. The man
Look
is
at
not
me.
even a
Address
man.
your
The man
remarks
is
to
a
me.
monster. And if you try to set Mitch Lawrence free, you are going to be making the biggest mistake of your lives.
In that statement?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Dan, could you turn the station, please?
Wait a minute.
So, based on your rather, if I may say, sordid experiences with him, you think it best that he remain behind bars?
But you wouldn't let a mad dog loose on the streets of Landview, would you? Which is exactly what you were doing. Mitch is a mad dog. How many more innocent people does the man have to kill before we realize that he has not been and never will be reformed?
My goodness, that's strong stuff.
And once she speaks the truth.
As many of you know, I was there at Statesville Prison when Mitch Lawrence reportedly quelled the uprising. It is my considered opinion that not only is he not the hero, but he himself masterminded the break in the first place.
Yes, and that is just like him, too. And that means that the warden and the reverend are just innocent victims of a cruel hoax here.
Food for thought. And while we're speaking of food...
Yeah, thanks, Dan. You've seen enough.
I thought you wanted to see the outcome.
Well, Maggie, believe it or not, there are some things that are more important than winning an election.
You're right. I don't believe it. Like what?
Like Dorian's safety. Had enough to handle. All those letters from Paul Kendall. Let's grab that table over there. Come on. Last thing she needs is to make enemies with Mitch Lawrence.
Well, Herb, it's not like she's unprotected. She's got Jon Russell taking care of her.
Yeah, right. Jon Russell. He's supposed to be down at the studio playing bodyguard. That hardly puts my mind at rest.
Well, just a second ago, you mentioned those letters from Kendall. I thought those had stopped.
Yeah, I thought so too, till I found another one taped to her front door, another rubbed out face.
Herb, I know you're concerned about her, but
I'm
this
more than concerned. I'm putting the office behind a search for Paul Kendall. This one terrorist we're going to nab.
Oh. It's also a good way for her not to need her bodyguard so much. I'm sure there's other reasons as well. How can I help?
You? Help Dorian? I can't imagine why you'd want to do that.
Oh, I'm not
There's nothing in it for you.
I'm not as self-serving as you think, Herb. No, I don't want to see any woman victimized.
I think you mean that. Okay, you're on.
Well, good. While you wait here for Cassie for brunch, I'll go over to WVLE and talk to Dorian.
All right, listen, Maggie, take it easy on her, would you? I mean, for some reason, she doesn't trust you.
I'm just going to get a little background on Paul Kendall. By the way, I may have to work very closely with her bodyguard. You wouldn't mind that, would you?
It wouldn't break my heart.
Tina, I know that you don't want to alarm our viewers.
Yes, I do want to alarm them because there is a very clear and present danger here, and that danger's name is Mitch Lawrence.
So it is your considered opinion that were Mitch Lawrence released from prison, he would return to Landview and once again wreak havoc on our community?
There is not a doubt in my mind.
I must say that I am very concerned. How do you feel? Please let us know. Until then, this is Dorian Lord, thanking you for your time. Until next time.
Cut. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Great show, Dorian.
Appreciate it. Listen, I think that we really did shake them up. Oh, did you like the show?
Terrific,
Great. Yes?
Flowers. Hold it, Dorian. If you don't mind, I'll just check that out first.
Don't keep me in suspense, John. What's in there?
Roses.
Oh, is that all?
Well, they happen to be long-stemmed American beauties.
Oh, my favorites. Thank you so much. Is there a card?
Right here.
Wonderful. Oh, now this makes me feel really silly. Dear Mrs. Lord, you've given me so much pleasure with your show. This is my way of saying thank you. A devoted fan.
Well, don't feel silly, Dorian. There could have been anything in the box, you know.
Well, I'm so very grateful that you are here to protect me from long-stemmed American beauty roses.
That's very cute. Now, if you're through, I'll escort you back to your house.
Oh, well, no, I have to give my producer some notes, but I'll do that very quickly because I know it's terribly impolite to keep your bodyguard waiting.
Oh, Dorian, are we finished?
Well, I hope so. We may not be if our viewers weren't listening for your sake. I hope they were. Oh, pardon me.
Tell me, she's kept you waiting.
Well, hi, Maggie. Are you speaking of Dorian? She's just finishing up.
Oh, good, good. That gives me a chance to tell you we are going to be working together.
On what?
On the Kendall case, of course. Herb assigned me to the case himself.
Really? Well, very good for you, but I've left the DA's office, and I don't need any help.
Well, you never do. But you're going to get it anyway.
Now, you wait just a minute, Maggie.
Look, lighten up, John. If you give me half a chance, you're going to discover that we're going to work very well together.
I thought you would think it was a wonderful idea.
Oh, I thought the idea made perfect sense. It's the particular choice that gives me pause.
Mom seems very satisfied with him now.
How satisfied? Oh, no, I'm not asking you to betray any secrets. I mean, as district attorney, I'm concerned for his safety.
As district attorney?
Well,
Dad, I want you to know it was my idea that she hired Jonathan Russell.
your idea.
Yes, because after she got that second note from Paul Kendall, I practically begged him to pay more attention to her.
Oh.
So if you want to blame anyone for hiring him, you can blame me.
Blame you? No, you just made me very happy. I mean, I'm happy that you care so much about your mother's welfare.
Well, I care about both of you.
Well,
Look, you know what I want you to do after you win that election? I want you to take a very long vacation somewhere in the Caribbean. You earned it.
Yeah, well, thanks, darling, but if I win, I'm turning that DA's office onto some very heavy cases. That's
Why? You don't have to prove anything to anybody anymore.
Honey, in politics, you have to prove yourself every single day. I remember when I won the race for governor. You know, the thought of being first lady thrilled your mother down to the marrow. If only... Well...
I'm sorry, Dad.
Not half as sorry as I am, kid. Who knows? Maybe if I hadn't been forced to resign, Dorian and I would have lasted through a second term.
Why, Maggie, what are you doing here?
Oh, John and I are going to be working together.
Working together?
Not if I have anything to say about it.
But you don't. I was just telling John that Herb has assigned me to the Kendall case.
Oh, well, isn't that just like Herb? Most men would just laugh off my predicament.
Oh, not Herb. He wants Kendall found and your safety assured. That's why he wants John and I to join forces.
I'm sure you'll make the most of that opportunity. However, I'm certain that John can handle my case all on his own.
Well, you know, that's what I tried explaining to Maggie, but she seems to have other ideas.
Oh, I have lots of ideas. As a matter of fact, we should have dinner tonight, and perhaps we could discuss a common strategy.
What a nice proposition. However, I already have dinner
Oh,
plans.
no, that's quite all right, Dorian. I'm sure that John and I would just bore you with our shop talk.
You don't understand. I have dinner plans, and so I know that my bodyguard will want to be close at hand, won't you, John?
Oh, yeah. It's a tough job, Maggie, but somebody's got to do it.
Oh, well, in that case, then, I better come along. I mean, you just can't have too much protection, can you, Dorian?
Very kind of you. But I'm sure that we would just bore you with our shop talk. Ready, John?
Ready when you are.
Really, very kind. I appreciate your offer, but as you can see, I'm already in very capable hands.